I am known for my aggressiveness. Welcome back, everybody. Last time on Midgard, you guys, I had planned for the Swan Festival, but the plans fell aside to other plans. You guys want to fill me in and remind me what happened last week?
I didn't get that far in my videos.
Well,
I actually don't know if I've uploaded them yet.
Well, there you go.
Thanks for reminding me.
Is that the one where Prudence got into a fight and
I think
or
that
was
was
that the one before?
before.
I think
Yeah, I think that was the one before. I'm trying to remember, but it's difficult.
I
Hang on,
can't.
I got you.
I
Tendy went to the library. Poppy and Leofston go to room? Question mark. Prudence slash Sin finding red? Question mark.
that.
You had talked to. I remember you talked to that knight that you fought, Prudence,
Oh, he gave
because
me a
he
sword.
treated you like a courtesan. And I was like, all right, I need to find out who it was that did that rumor. And we saw Arison, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yep, we saw your good
Ariston
buddy Arison.
gifted Prudence one status.
Yeah, and he said
Oh.
that that girl is going to betray Hosh or something, and Tendy's pissed about it.
Mm. Oh, Leofston
Sin's
fought. He
going on a
fought on
date.
he fought on a rooftop.
Yeah,
That's
and
right, it
won.
was so cool. Because the guy cheated, right?
Yeah, and
Hell yeah.
Leosten joined the Raven Duelists.
Hell yeah.
He
And
got a
Mhm.
spear.
Sin's
Poppy is right.
hanging out with a
Sin,
courtesan.
yes, and was trying to romance a courtesan. He dropped the blue fox pelt she gave him on the dirty ground,
And the
which is
ball.
fine. And the ball.
Processing abandoned. I will get back to you later, YouTube. You're not going to do this to me tonight. All right, guys. Well, anyways. So it is shortly before the Swan Festival that has been advertised at Moonrise within the Royal Halls. You have not, since you have been to the Shadowfey Courts, you haven't even really even come into the Royal Halls. The most you've done is the Tower of Light. And so you do not know what waits beyond that one singular door, but you have been almost everywhere else, and then some. Even some secret passages you weren't supposed to really be in the first place, but you got to meet a really cool guy, Kazisir.
He was pretty cool. He opened that door for us.
Well,
Yeah, he's done nice things for you, and
well,
He
what have you done for
opened
him?
that door, but there's I think we're missing like a few other things that he might have done in that
mm.
situation that like outweigh opening a door.
Mm,
Oh, come on, Poppy. All he wants is for you to kill intelligent creatures.
Didn't he like unlock the door, but only from one side and it was locked on both sides or something? I feel
I,
like Prudence went to try the door afterwards and it was still fucking locked.
I
Oh
think
yeah,
the
she wailed on it.
I think the door was trapped, and he removed the trap, but he did not
Yes.
unlock it.
Listen, the sass on this man, first of all, we all know that Kazasi is gay
mm,
from that energy.
hold on. We're talking about warlock patrons. They are down to the letter.
I love it.
Can you please untrap this door? Yeah. Why didn't you unlock it?
Did you ask?
You That wasn't the terms of our agreement. Anyways, you guys have some time to kind of convene and prepare. Just as a reminder of who is an honored guest. We have Hosh, Poppy, Prudence, and Leofston. Sin and Tendi, you are capable of being able to be nearby, but not quite a part of the festivities.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Where would they be?
You'll have to find out when you get there. Right now, you guys aren't in the at the door for the royal halls. I'm giving you guys some time to talk amongst yourselves before you go your separate ways, as Journey once said.
Prudence pulls Poppy aside. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, hi. No, you're pulling me aside. I was about to say something, but you can pull me aside first.
Are you going to say something to me or
Oh,
someone
I
else?
mean to you also, but
Yeah,
just
we're
to the group
pulling
in
we're
general.
pulling each other aside at the same
Yeah,
time.
wild.
So do we stay in the same place?
Say it at the same time. That'll make great recording.
You go first because I also have to tell everybody. It's not just a you thing.
Oh, okay. I suppose everybody could hear what I have to say as well. Tonight, I just want you to know that if I act catty or rude, it is only because of what Erison has asked me to do. I don't mean anything that's going to come out of my mouth or any of the actions hereafter. I do not relish this in any sort of way.
Okay. I will prepare for the cattiness.
Jordan, do you not believe Prudence?
No, but that whole thing just reminds me of like the excuse now is I'm going to be mean to you because I have a permit.
Prudence holds up that sign that says, "I do what I want."
She puts her hand on your shoulder and gives you a very strained smile. So you can tell that this really is affecting her and she doesn't want to do this.
Hey, Prue,
Mm,
you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. Just because we're asked to do it. I've never once seen you follow someone's orders just because someone asks you to. You don't have to do it in this scenario.
well, I suppose I'm trying to return the kindness that was given to me. Status is so hard to achieve here. I cannot even imagine what it took for Erison to gift it to me. And
Well,
if he just wants us to put on a little bit of a show, as long as you know that I don't mean any of it, then I don't see any harm.
okay.
As long
But
as you're
at any
okay
point in
with it.
time, you can stop.
All right, I'll remember that. What was it you wanted to address the rest of us about?
Oh, just a little thing I'm curious about. If you can just, I know rumors are gonna happen, just a lot of rumors. If anyone hears anything about, I don't know, myself and Pips, j- just like, just like ask about it. It's a little difficult for myself to ask about it and then get actual answers because I'm the person at the center of it. But like you guys can get information, right?
Pips, you mean that Fae from Zebek?
Yeah. Apparently, there's rumors going around about the two of us, and I'm very confused on what they are because I barely know the guy.
I
Apparently, I
mean,
insulted him, and he has never
oh,
forgotten about it.
oh,
I was 4. I felt like it was a little bit much, but if I hurt him, I feel bad, and I want to find out what it is. But
you can't really
still,
be held accountable for the things you did when you were 4. You're barely a
yeah,
babe, a toddler. What
you
kind of
know,
a man holds on to a grudge from a 4-year-old? But
Pips.
Poppy, I will do this thing for you.
Thank you.
Lee Austin
As
nods. Oh,
I was just gonna say, as will the rest of you.
yeah, Lee Austin nods in agreement.
Sandy nods.
Yes, I
Yay!
agree. Yes.
Thank you all.
Is there anything of utmost importance we need to take care of before we head to this Swan Festival?
Hygiene.
Oh,
I
oh,
have
oh, oh,
taken a bath.
Poppy. Yeah?
Sandy kind of like walks around Poppy. Everyone's in your fancy gear, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
you
Yes.
and Poppy repaired Prudence's dress.
Tendy walks around Poppy and kind of goes, huh, Tendy is very good at cutting hair.
Mhm. I told you you are.
Does so Poppy's got her hair cut?
Mhm.
She rocking with the do. Okay. Well, I mean, it's still like a little bit of time beforehand, but you do see that there are plenty of people congregating. Well, where are you guys at to start?
I think
Mm,
maybe we're like not not quite in the building, but like near.
maybe
So
like walking to it.
you're like security where they're like scanning you for any metal objects, right? That's
Mhm.
you're not quite in, but you're close.
Prudence
Yeah.
takes out all of her piercings.
You are
Oh
advised that
no, your legs.
Pops them off.
I am pretty sure that there are plenty of things that we aren't able to really kind of keep in mind and cover, but this is a formal dining event. If you bring weapons and armor to a formal dining event, that is probably not viewed very well.
So we could all agree that we left them behind? Or do they have like a coat check?
No, there's not a coat check.
So we probably left them behind in our room.
Mm-hmm.
Lee Austin kind of put a bit of a fuss about it, like, well, Yamsburg, we have swords at our feasts, but after some convincing, he leaves Moment Blade and his brand new spear.
I spear the roast with my sword and eat it off of the blade.
I would not put it past him.
You know, it's actually commonplace that we eat with food to pick, so I resent that remark.
I'd say one of the things that this isn't a rumor, but you've heard that it's possible that there may be weapons given at the dinner.
Oh, like a little party favor? How fun.
I have so little things on me now. That's insane. Oh, Prue, lean
Yes,
down. Lean
of,
down.
of course. What is
Okay.
it?
Poppy reaches her hand up to like your ear,
Uh,
and
she
she
like shies away 'cause she's kind of ticklish.
no, it's like hovering nearby, and
Oh.
she druid crafts a rose in your hair.
Prudence blushes the shade of the rose. Poppy, if you're trying to romance me, you'll have to go through the Austin.
You're doing a real good job.
Tandy is
Well-
next in line to romance Prue.
oh my.
Lee
Well, I
Austin puts his
mean-
hands out like, what?
For the sake of Leofston, I think I'll back off because I don't think he'd win. But I'm just joking. I'm not trying to romance you.
Well, my heart flutters all the same.
I just thought it would look pretty with your dress.
She tucks her hair behind her ear. Does it look good?
You
I've-
look beautiful.
To be honest, I've never done anything even remotely similar to this in my life. I am quite nervous to make a fool of myself. Such a formal setting.
You'll be just fine, Prue.
If I were to cast something that requires concentration and it is for up to 1 hour, that is going to fade long before the end of the night, and I won't be able to keep concentration on it, right? I chose a bad time. He just
No,
walked away.
what depends on the spell? There's one that's a concentration 8 hours. So what are you talking about?
Enhance ability is concentration up to 1 hour.
Well,
I want to give somebody advantage on charisma checks.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
smart.
pretty good. I think that's definitely possible. I think that
Tandy can't do too much otherwise, so I'm
Yeah.
happy to.
I can't tell you how long the event will be, but I can definitely tell you when it's roughly up.
Okay. Tandy will give. You know what? Prue's the nervous one. Tandy will gently. Come here, come here.
Okay, I don't know if I could handle another rose.
And Tandy gently puts their little palms on either side of Prudence's face, and they like kind of knead her cheeks a little bit, and then
Oh.
they give her a little on the nose.
Ah,
And you now have eagle splendor. You have advantage on charisma checks, and I will put it on you now.
she
And suddenly
feels like
Prudence
a.
is dead. That's crazy.
And then Prudence dies, and then you find out Tendy's the bad one in the whole
I
campaign.
knew it. It's always the bald ones.
Oh my god.
Tendy immediately takes enhance ability off of you. You
No,
don't deserve it. How dare
that
you call
was
them bald?
Angie.
Good day,
Not
sir. I said good
Prudence.
day.
Prudence would never.
Tendy disapproves of Angie.
I do need to probably, just for your benefit, since we're speaking of the combat tracker, remove unconscious and prone from Prudence.
I love that for her.
They just been dragging her to the fucking dirt.
Weekend at Bernie's, like,
And before we go in, we need to prestidigitation Prudence so she's not dirty anymore since we drug her here.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Where is Hush?
actually, as if on cue, you hear, I can take care of that.
I want to see
Hush.
what's he wearing.
He is.
I'm about to lose my Tendy is going to be so red. I'm so excited.
He has. He's doing. God damn it. He has a nice midnight blue jacket that is with like coattails, but he is not wearing it. He has slung it over his shoulder
He's cool.
with a light teal, like ruffled button-up type shirt with sleeves rolled up to the elbows.
Wait, blue on blue? I don't know about that, Jordan.
Where's
Judging.
where's the kick?
In it.
And just nice nice kind of not curled like a Christmas elf shoes, but and a nice pair of flowing yet very like meticulously almost ironed like slack pants.
Settle
Wow.
down.
That was for me. I need to settle down. You said rolled up sleeves, and I have stopped paying attention since then.
That is like,
That's the power of a male forum.
dang. Okay.
The female gaze.
Rolled up sleeves and like cardigans.
Yes, girl.
Oh.
But he hands Leofston his like jacket real quick. Here, hold this, big fella.
Lee Austin does so.
And he kind of like looks around to see if anyone's nearby, and he goes, "Mr. Clean," and he cleans whatever bits of dirt is anywhere nearby.
I love
Tendy
him.
claps.
Prudence does a little twirl. Yeah, thank you. Hush.
Yeah, but consider that the only nice thing I've done for you, I suppose.
Oh, Hush.
Yes.
Tendy wants to talk to you.
Okay.
Come here, come here. And Tendy leads Hush away a little bit.
He leans down, but then realizes you're walking away, so he kind of just continues, but just lean down. Yes, what is it, Tindy?
Listen, Hush.
Mm-hmm.
Tendy does not want to get involved in friendships or relationships or anything like this. Tendy is not trying to be nosy.
That is a good rule of thumb.
Well, Tendy is about to break rule. Tendy heard that the person that Hush has been hanging out with might be trying to be mean to Hush tonight.
Oh dear. Okay. Are you
So
talking?
Tendy does not know if this is true. Tendy heard it from Arison, but Tendy worries and wants to make sure Hush will be okay.
Of course, Arison would say something like that. I do think that there might be relative truth to it, but only to his benefit. I am prepared in case Ulara, she is not, she is performing tonight.
Bailey?
No, that's Laura.
Mm.
Wonderful human woman. You should meet her sometime. No, Ulara the Seven Veils, my courtesan. I simply courted her for the benefit of gaining more status.
Mm.
So if you really want to think about it, it's me who is using her.
Hush.
Between you and I only did it so we could get a faster audience with the Queen, so that way Poppy can get her time with her mother.
Tendy hopes so. Tendy is not doing very well at this.
No offense, but I didn't figure that wooing a courtesan was on any of your agendas, so what do they say in Zobek, taking one for the team? That is what I've done. Thus, Lee.
Tendy appreciates it.
Good.
Tendy's now new job is to find out who it is that is spreading the rumor that Prudence is a courtesan.
What?
Tendy's new job. They go back to the group.
Hawk joins.
If you would just listen, like, he won't be back yet. Just give me something to put in his coat.
And
Oh,
then
yeah,
I said,
I will
The
be
option
taking.
totally hit above Prudence's head.
I will be taking my coat back. Thank you.
Mm.
Candy makes a rose for his coat pocket.
Aww.
Oh, thank you. You all look rather dashing.
thank
Yes,
you.
of course I
Thank you.
can dash. I'm the fastest one here.
Mm.
Oh boy.
I
Hey.
didn't miss much.
So, Harsh, where have you been? You've been gone quite a while. Beginning to miss you.
I find that rather hard to believe, but I've been trying to work.
Tendy, was that sarcasm or was that the truth? I need to know. Tendy does not know.
Can I roll perception on?
Well, you would know if you wouldn't know because you can always detect lies.
Oh yeah, was this a lie?
Of all the times you throw that in my face and you forget about it.
Was it a lie?
No, it's not a lie.
Honesty.
What sort of work?
Well, I was actually just telling Tendy, not like it's a secret, but I didn't peg any of you for being one to woo any of the courtesans to gain status or favor. So I had took it amongst myself to attempt to raise my status by wooing Lara of the Seven Veils in an effort to probably gain a faster audience with the Queen.
Prudence makes a face, and if Harsh wants to roll for it, he can.
I'll just accept that I see the face and I know exactly what it is without having to roll. I'm kidding. What do you want me to roll?
If you get a 12 or higher, then you'll know what kind of face she's making.
And what roll is this?
Insight.
Insight. Boy, please. 14.
Prudence is worried about Harsh.
Mm. You see, the reason he takes a note and kind of just notes it away. The reason being that I suppose to do my duty as a guide to the Shadow Fae, that I suppose you are wanting to speak with the Queen a lot faster than usual. Although I'm not quite there yet, and who knows what this dinner will provide in terms of ascension or descension of status, but perhaps maybe we can. At least my efforts won't be in vain.
Surely. Harsh, quick question. I'm not sure if you know or not. It's fine if you don't. But Sin came up with a rather good idea that we should just focus on one person and get their status up as high as possible. I was thinking that I could gift what I have to Poppy, and that would surely expedite things, but I do not know how to do it.
It's pretty clear to Hosh that he's got a bit of a worried look on his face. He goes, that is possible. It just comes at a cost, and it is a ritual that um, very few, especially around these times, perform.
Really? I was under the impression it wasn't much to do about anything. Erison gave me a status.
A status?
Yes.
Then recognize that he had done so for good purpose, probably for some sort of entertainment, and also that it did come at a cost to the foolish bard.
What sort of cost? Is it worrisome? Is it something that I should take less for granted?
It depends on, I suppose, what is being offered, but it's hard to tell on the pale man's face if he's any paler. So perhaps he's not as constitute as he once was.
Hmm. Well, regardless, maybe this could be a last resort, if need be.
That is perhaps the thing. I also heard that you could gain quite a bit of status being, well, a courtesan.
She makes a stinky face, very similar to the face Lee Austin makes. She's taken to using it.
And just so you know, they are likely to seat us in order of our status from highest to lowest. Um, is everyone an honored guest?
Not all,
No,
unfortunately.
Tindy and Sin aren't.
He looks at the both of you. That's
It, it,
unfortunate.
it's okay. It, it, I probably wouldn't be very useful anyway.
What do
So
you
now
mean,
you know
Sin?
that's not true.
Don't talk about my friend that way.
Yes, exactly. Don't talk about our friend that way.
Tendy would be very useful, but this is okay.
You
I'm not much of a talker, so
No, but I'm certain that you could probably tell a story or two of the monsters you fought in your monster hunting guild, and that would catch the ear of probably some of the hunters that I believe they're arranging something in the next few days to an
There's
expedition to go hunt the Firebird.
there's also probably some tea enthusiasts in there.
Very true.
Perhaps I could talk you up, Sin, and have someone sent your way.
I'm not really sure where I'll be sitting, but I know I can't really attend.
She smiles at you. You're sort of hard to miss, love. I will find you if need be.
Okay. Um,
Well, Tendi,
Uh,
where will you be? With Sin? Or
Mhm.
did you decide to serve?
No, Tendy will hang out with Sin.
Tendy grabs Sin's hand.
Oh, wonderful. I'm so glad you two won't be alone. You'll have each other.
hey, Hosh.
Yes, Poppy.
I was wondering if we have how much time we have before the party.
Well, people, guests are already being seated.
I was wondering if we have time to bring Wicket back before.
Oh,
Hmm.
heavens, you haven't brought Wicked. Oh,
I've been waiting for you. You've been busy and I didn't want to bother you.
you could. He hovers on the. You could have sought me out, but he's like, no, you're right. I should have probably followed up after your meeting with the blind seer. Yes, let's over here should be fine.
Okay.
All right, so he kind of not waddles. He runs over to.
You drank too much water.
Mr. Clean waddles away.
Mr. Clean. All right. Anywho, he
I
goes.
love Hosh so
He goes
much.
over to the side and he goes, "Do you have all of the required ingredients?"
Every single one of them.
Very good. Well, I suppose this won't take too long then. You've not cast a ritual spell before, right?
No.
Oh dear. Okay. Well,
What do you mean, oh dear? Is
oh,
it dangerous?
no, it's just it requires a bit of focus and
Okay. Focus.
the casting time of 1 hour. But it's fine.
Oh, 1 hour? I
Yes.
thought it was 10 minutes for a ritual.
Oh no, ritual casting is 10 minutes plus the casting time.
Well, then we don't have time before the party to do that.
Well, we could be fashionably late. I just don't
I
know.
don't think that's a good idea.
I think I tend to agree. Yes.
But Wicket's never been to a ball before.
I mean, I suppose.
If only we could go back in time.
I could turn back time if
Oh.
I could find a way.
Perhaps if there is a dull point and you find yourself in need of using the facilities for an hour, perhaps, you know,
We can do it afterward. Just immediately afterward, because I refuse to be without Wicket another day.
well, fortunately for us, it's nighttime. So you shall have Wicked back before the day.
Yay! It's always night here, though.
All right.
You know what I meant. Anyway, we should go.
I do. Shall we waddle back?
Waddle, 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 waddle.
The Austin.
Hmm.
How much status do you have?
19. 19.
I feel like I have a 19 out of infinity.
That's so
Yes.
many.
What that
Posh,
one said.
Posh said we'd be sated by altar status. She looks rather disappointed.
Only for an evening, but then I'm sure there'd be a period of time where we're walking around talking.
And you'll find me.
Of course.
That makes her much happier.
Little do you know.
You have to dance with who you're seated across from with.
Oh no.
Maybe you have to share silverware.
Ugh. Have these people ever heard of COVID?
I want to believe that there is no silverware in the fucking nosebleed seats that Tendy and Sin are going to be at. We have to eat soup with our hands.
You're watching. Oh, you can't watch us through binoculars. That's a rich man's game.
You can see a hustle and bustle of visible goblin and small fey-like servants, and more than 40 guests are mingling in the great hall. While the servants move among them, most of the guests are elves or fey of some type, but you do notice that there are a few humans and a single figure that seems to be a cross between a gigantic insect and a horned man dressed in red silks.
Oh,
3 demon
Do I-
dogs roam the hall as well, slinking around under the tables.
is this a Yishigal? I wonder out loud to myself.
Are there no other fairies?
There are no other fairies that are present. No.
Okay.
Way to
Do you,
way to be unique.
do any of the humans look
Always.
familiar?
You probably have at some point recently, since gaining some status, have seen them in passing, but none that you really have gotten to know.
Do they look ill or dazed?
No, they seem rather chipper
Okay.
and lively. You
Okay.
do notice somebody that you all recognize.
Yeah, Harrison. Say it's Harrison.
Markiplier.
Oh my god, is that fucking Markiplier?
The gasp that I just gasped.
I'm the king of Five Nights at Freddy's. No, it is. Oh yeah, you do see Arison kind of roaming between the groups that are talking, but more importantly, an old friend that you had met back in Zobek. Do you remember her name?
Oh. Marat?
Is it Athena? Is it the owl woman?
Is it
Athena.
our tiefling girl that I can't remember the name of?
Ilyana?
No,
Iliana?
Freya Owl's daughter.
That's the one. She's the owl, right?
Oh,
She's the one that made our clothes.
Is there a picture?
Uh,
I don't
You
know
said
that we
her
had a
name and
picture
then
actually,
nothing
initially.
happened.
I do have a picture. Would you like to see
Freya
it?
Owl's daughter.
Yeah. It's just that you said you remember her name and then nothing came up and I was like,
For the
no,
low
there's a lot of
price,
hers.
for the low price of $4.99, you too could also enjoy the splendors of various. Okay, no, it's fine. I'm gonna give it to you for free because I love y'all.
I will use the ant emoji if it's small. I'm warning you right now.
I snipped it from a book. What more do you want? Discord's also taking its time uploading it, so suck on that.
Oh, she's pretty.
Yeah.
She's not a tiefling, is she?
No, she's Shadowfae. Remember, Shadowfae are elves with horns.
I always assumed their skin would be much paler.
Some
She
people
looks
get more
rather
sun.
tan.
I mean, she has been in the lighted lands for some time.
Oh, true.
I'm not at my desk. Kelly, does she look like Athena?
Um,
I always pictured an Athena vibe because she has an owl. I feel like she would have like a sword and shit.
she does have a sword, she does have an owl, but
And
she's
shit.
and shit. Her outfit suggests Athena, but her head and her hair suggest Freya.
Ooh, okay.
Which is weird because her name's Freya.
I meant like the blonde braids and the pale skin.
Okay.
Valkyrie-esque.
Freya isn't a Valkyrie.
I know, I'm just saying she
She's a
looks like a
god.
Oh my
Valkyrie.
gosh. Okay.
Just saying she looks like one.
She's speaking to a few of the royalty, you know, the people that are dressed up in fine, fancy frills. But nonetheless, as you guys are in, all of you are in here. I do want to give you the benefit of the doubt and have you guys make a roll or two. I need 2 rolls. This is equivalent. Imagine for now that most of us, if not all of us, have played Baldur's Gate. You know that passive, you walk by something and it's like you either pass or fail. So
Yeah.
Fantasy Grounds, I can roll that for you, and then you just know whether or not you passed or failed. Or I could just tell you what you guys need to roll, and you roll it.
You can roll
Ella.
passive perception for me. I don't mind.
Well, it's not passive; it would be active. But
Does that mean the rest of
What's
Sin
the
and I
difference?
should what?
should Sin and I roll?
You guys are there right now. You guys are in the main hall. So if people like that just gives the people who want to roll the ability to roll. But so go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check, DC 20, and then an investigation check, DC 16. Get wrecked.
Oh, I got it. Oh, you got it too, Poppy. Good job.
Oh my goodness.
Tendy is off their game tonight. Nope,
Tendy,
not
we're-
intimidation.
Nobody got the investigation.
You keep rolling like that, we're gonna have to call you Elizabeth.
Well, there you go.
Oh, no one got the investigation. Okay.
Wait,
Hold
I
on.
haven't. I
Kelly
haven't.
needs to roll.
I need a
Well,
reminder. Dixie's barking, and I need like a.
Dixie.
I'm trying to be a big boy and not get mad about it. Very frustrated. What am I rolling?
Investigation and perception.
Okay.
Investigation is 14 and perception's a 20.
Investigation's a 16.
Sorry.
And then I'm sorry, one more time.
Investigation.
Thank you.
Gotta hit a CC 16.
Hello, Dixie.
Being,
Oh.
yeah, I didn't get it.
Miss Blue.
She is being a kind of a
What's
turd.
Leofton so distracted by?
His love.
A dog.
The dog that's
Fucking
barking in
dog.
the background.
Yeah, that's a fucking dog barking.
Weird.
I didn't bring my dog.
Wait, is it one of the hellhounds?
Not the hell. Yeah.
Is one of the demon dogs named Dixie? Is it
Well,
very fluffy?
It's a-
Probably.
A little red, orange, and black Shetland sheepdog with a little horn.
And
Oh,
fiery
shit.
eyes and a stinky hot breath.
Oh my god, I want a drawing.
It's very stinky.
Thank you, I love you.
So, Poppy and Prudence,
That's me.
for your perception,
Yes.
at least half a dozen archers stand on an upper balcony in the grand hall, and you will eventually notice in the dining hall itself.
Do they have their bows and quivers?
Mhm.
That's probably how I recognize them as archers. That man looks like an archer.
You just give off archer vibes. I don't know what it is about you, but
Does this seem as though it's like a presentation of like power, or is this like a security vibe sort of feeling?
A
Like-
little bit of both, really.
Mm. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
What sort of regalia are they wearing?
They're wearing the garb of winter court. Like they're just.
Okay.
It's like imagine if they were rakes, but instead these guys didn't want to duel. They're just archer boys.
Mm. So they're
Um,
under the control of presumably the Winter King.
the command, but it would be the queen because she is the current seated royalty of the court.
Right.
They answer to her.
Okay, got it, got it.
Yeah. And then for the investigation check,
So glad I learned how to read lips.
I didn't say anything. And if you make something from that, good luck.
I just didn't know pickles were made that way.
That's
Whoa, well.
all of my Five Nights at Freddy's training has prepared me for this exact moment. He's talking about the purple guy.
The purple guy.
Um,
Grimace?
okay,
The
Angie,
Grimace McDonald?
I feel like you're gonna enter a Halloween season of pure rabbit hole if we if we start to introduce FNAF to you. So I'm trying desperately, and I mean desperately, to find the map
Hmm.
to offer to you all. Um, so give me a moment as you all begin filing in to remember the long hall courtyard you were in where the fountain is. There's some stairs. It's, right outside is the arcade. There's the
Mhm.
Tower of the Lords of Light. You go through a door after all of you go through this door and go down a very thin hallway that eventually opens up to a waiting salon. Um,
Mm.
there is a large painting of the queen hanging on the eastern wall. You notice that servants and even lesser nobles always bow to it as they enter or leave this waiting room.
Interesting.
Do
Um,
you have the map up right now?
He's looking for it.
That's what I'm
Oh, okay, okay,
desperately
okay, okay,
trying to
okay.
find.
Prudence will bow to the portrait. How is it that I know this is Lady Sarastra? Because I've never seen her before. Is there like a plaque?
Does
Nope,
she kind of look like Poppy?
she looks real pretty.
Perhaps does Poppy say something?
Does I I do want him to answer my question real quick. Does she look like Poppy? Even kinda.
If there's a resemblance, you can certainly see a little bit of it, with perhaps maybe the hair.
I would say it's more so does Poppy look like her?
Right, right,
What
right,
came
Yeah, well,
first, the
yeah.
poppy or the egg?
The egg. Um,
There it
I
is.
think Poppy doesn't say something immediately, but you can tell like she's staring at the portrait very Tindy, why are you all the way over there?
Who
She's
knows?
mixing bread. Look at her. She's busy. Prudence will join by your side, Poppy, and she'll have like her arms crossed as she typically does. It's a rather beautiful woman.
It's my mom.
This is your mother.
Hmm.
Oh wow. She you can tell that that gets her way more interested than before, and she like kind of gets in close and she tilts her head left and right. Oh yes, I could see a bit in the nose, and she looks down at you. Ah, a little bit in the eyebrows as well.
I think I look a little more like my dad, probably, but yeah.
You don't sound happy.
I wish I could talk to her without there needing to be all these things.
I accidentally moved my thing. I'm sorry.
I wish I didn't have to talk to her with all these obstacles in the way.
Hmm. You can tell that Prudence wants to say something, but is biting her tongue. Do you want to try to persuade her to say it?
Absolutely, yeah. Just say what you want, girl.
If you get a DC 10, I'll let you persuade her to say what's on her mind.
Okay, 19.
Oh, not
Tell
only
me.
okay. Prudence looks down at you and she looks into your big golden eyes and she says, "You know, there are some circumstances you can't overcome, death being one of them." She looks up at the portrait again. "Although it is difficult, you could still talk to your mother and your father, presumably. There are worse things."
I suppose.
"Do not fret, little Poppy." She pats you on the head. "We're all here for you, and if I have to give up every little last bit of status I have, I will, so you can see your mother. All right?"
You shouldn't have to do that.
Well, it's a last resort. I'm not really sure what will be required of me, but I don't mind.
I want to see if I can make it on my own before then.
Of course, of course. I'm sure you will.
Meanwhile, Hosh is in the waiting room going, I wonder where everyone went. I literally was just looking at them moments ago.
Austin beside him, waiting to.
Holding the purses.
Really? I'm looking at the map and I only see me.
Fucking.
Ugh.
What?
I was role playing.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking dick dastard.
Well,
Where are
is
you?
that where we're supposed to be?
Yeah. As you guys are in this sort of waiting room, you notice that there are some plaques on some of the walls indicating the various rooms nearby. You note that the one to the south says in Elvish, so those who translate, uh, Chamber of the Huntsman. And then to the room on the, let's see, above where Hosh is the Duke's chambers. The Duke. And then where he is now is it says residence of Mariah the Sapphire.
Mariah. That's a courtesan, right?
That
That's
is.
the one that Sin's going after.
Was
Mm-mm.
going after.
Mm-mm.
He
What?
hasn't stopped.
Mariah is the top cream crop.
That's the first one he
courtesan.
saw, and then Arison was like, "You're aiming a little too high, buddy."
I thought he
Yeah,
still
but
went after her.
he's still going after her.
Mora Moonwater.
My
Oh.
bad. Yeah.
I thought that they were the same person.
Wow.
Hey, Jordan, can I
It's
ask?
just that their names are very close to each other, and there were multiple times during the conversation where you said Mariah and Mora. So,
Yeah.
not my fault.
Yes.
Would I always want to ask you like if I should do something, but I have to reword it. Um, in this place, does it seem like most people prefer to converse in Elvish? So, therefore, I could probably safely assume that it would make sense for me to take my potion of comprehension to be able to have more conversations.
You gonna pregame?
Yeah, I'm going pregame, bro.
Okay. Okay. So
Would you
yeah,
say that's a good call?
I would say it's a great call.
Okay. Prudence will take a seat on like a velvety chair and she will begin digging in her little side pouch. I assume it's fancy for the occasion.
Her clutch.
Her little clutch. And she pulls out her potion of comprehension. I'm going to take this so that I may be able to converse with the Fae.
Pre-gaming. I didn't know that good at the party.
Oh, that's not how you delete it.
Hopefully
So-
that's not an elixir of hill giant strength. I don't need
I was
you.
muted.
I can read, Harsh.
Don't
It says
need
right
you
here, potion of comprehension
Is
flipping
the
tables.
potion of comprehension just comprehend languages?
for 1 hour.
Yeah, I don't think that you'd be able to talk to them. I think you'd be able to understand them, but not communicate back.
Oh no, is that how that works?
Magic. Yeah.
Then maybe I shouldn't take it. Oh no, I don't know what to do.
Do what you want.
D&D
Okay?
always confuses me.
You'll be able to like hear conversations and stuff better that way. You just won't be able to talk to everybody.
That is a good point, Skylar. Okay, I'm still gonna take it. I've just been sitting on this thing, so.
Dope. Well, that is comprehend languages for the
1
next
hour.
und hour. Well, you still have this social ability from the little kiss on the nose that Tendi gave you. which will say that it starts right when you guys enter in.
Sure.
So,
Thank you.
um, let's hold on. I must consult the chart. No, we're good. As you all approach, two of them, a beautiful shadow fae and a grinning goblin, look at you, Tendi, and Sin, and they consult a list that is in their hands. I can't hear you.
Tendi is not on the list.
Yes. It appears that you both can observe the festivities from the Hunter's Hall, the balcony, or adjoining chambers. The hall itself is full, I fear.
Where where would be the best way to get the best view?
I would suppose the balcony, I suppose. It's filling up quick, though.
Okay, can you just maybe just point us in the right direction, and we'll. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Harsh says, yep, good luck. We'll, I suppose, catch up soon.
Bye.
Bye. Have fun.
For the others,
Do I keep muting myself?
they look at you and go, ah, yes. Oh, welcome. If you can please follow this dragonette. They will guide you to your seat. Make sure you bow when you enter. The feast is almost ready to begin.
Thank you.
you.
So there is, upon entering in, you see this rich and lavish looking hall. Columns themselves seem to line both sides with two what would be two throne chairs, but there's obviously enough room for the inner of this hall itself. Um, is lined with tables from the front half all the way around, and guests go on the back side of these columns in order to be led to their seats. Um, the Dragonette, Sin and Tendi, you guys you manage to get balcony seats. Um, I will even give you the option. Would you want to be visible of your party, or would you like to see the other side?
Sin wants to be visible because he knows that Prudence is going to be looking for him.
How far away is the other side?
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Like,
25,
would I
30,
be able
35,
to
40.
message to my friends?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
I'll hang out on the other side. Can I still see them from where I'm at? They just
No,
can't see me?
you wouldn't be able to see them.
Oh no. No, I'll hang out with Sin.
So you'll be within sight.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, let me consult the chart. Oh my. Prudence.
Yes.
You are sat first. About within the first third of entering in this chamber, the dragonette points to your seat. It is not. There's still a 2/3 more seating before the where the queen and all of them are sitting.
Prudence bows as she comes in and delicately takes her seat.
Meanwhile, Leofston.
Goodbye. I love you.
he helps her in her chair and then kind of like uh, buns a kiss to her temple before going to his seat.
Babies.
Separated once more.
More people get seated next to you, Prudence. Namely, there is somebody who is you can hear easily their stomach growling. It is like
Aw.
at first you think they might be getting sick, but then they just look at you and they're like,
Are they a man or a woman, a fae or a human?
it's a fae, fae male.
She extends her hands, like very daintily. Are you all right? You seem rather hungry. Okay.
And then the other person that sits next to you is somebody who is you're pretty sure has antlers, not horns.
Oh. Prudence, she's just trying not to glance over at them, but she's very intrigued.
Yeah, well, and it's good that you try not to glance because like she is looking around, and it is you like have to kind of like dodge, occasionally getting poked in an eye.
She will introduce herself to this woman as well.
Mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. They don't seem to be too talkative yet.
Later.
Uh, Poppy and Leofston, you are
Hello.
led to the high table above the
Ooh.
salt, where the Fey lords and ladies are seated. They all look you up and down once, and then return to their conversations, ignoring you. A servant steps forward with a basin and a towel. The lady next to you seems to be eating a bouquet of flowers. And your friends are all seated farther down the table in a group or in the balcony. And you do notice at the center of the table sits the queen, surrounded by lantern dragonettes, sprites, and a cluster of servants.
Leos.
Everyone at the party, roll an insight check, DC 16. By the way, the queen is wearing the most remarkable dress you have ever seen. It is as if she took the night sky, the clearest night sky in Zobek, and decided to wear it.
Oh, how gorgeous.
And she
So
just
cool.
happens to be having a meteor shower occasionally appear repeatedly across her dress.
I want it. I rolled a steal for Lady
Ooh,
Sarastra's dress.
sleight of hand? Oh, stealth first. You gotta sneak up there.
I want to seduce her. I want to get it off of her.
Oh my.
You could just roll to seduce.
Please introduce my mom.
Prudence and Lee Ofston. The Fey Lords seem to think you a temporary distraction. They probably don't even think you speak Elvish.
Well, they're correct.
Uh, Prudence, I will actually say, go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
Sure.
You need to get a DC 20, so you do have advantage, remember.
Oh, roll with advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Prudence. Nope.
Okay. And then who, during this time, I want to kind of think in a broad sense. During this time, who among the three of you are going to be conversing with your neighbors or people nearby?
Prudence will.
Mm-hmm.
Leosin probably won't unless he's spoken to.
Poppy will.
Okay. So to kind of engage neighbors in conversation successfully, you will need to make either, I'll let you choose, either an investigation check to gather gossip or persuasion to ask a question and have it possibly answered.
Do I roll it with advantage on everything or
For
just
anything
Just
charisma
charisma.
based, yes.
charisma?
And
Okay.
the DC on these is also 20.
I'm gonna roll investigation.
I don't have a question though. And I'm bad at investigation.
I got a 22.
Very nice.
Thank you.
So I have to ask a question if I do persuasion?
I mean, you'll be able to get it's just that's just a suggestion. Like you could probably get rumors by conversing with your fellow neighbors.
Okay. Natural
Wow.
20.
Roll.
Wow.
Damn, Skylar, let's
Congrats.
go.
You were made to be here, princess.
Hold on. That was a
Don't-
really good roll.
It was a really good roll.
Skylar,
Yeah.
is that your real name?
Suspicious.
Maybe. I think that does mean that I gain status. Because I
Ooh.
succeeded at persuasion in front of people.
You
She is
did.
sitting there
changeling.
so cute and adorable. People cannot help but be drawn into her.
Mhm.
And that is
Mhm.
mark yourself off for that one, but that is absolutely correct. Good job keeping track.
Cool. I don't have notes for any other skill, so I
As
don't know what other ones there are.
as you
Oh,
sit
that's right.
as you sit, you do notice that like the interactivity from people you might see across the hall or down the chair the seats. Um, Slight things you all everyone notices this. Slight things are either done, whether it's body language, facial expression, conversing, and the end result afterwards. You can tell that this place shuffles status like a deck of cards. However,
Mm,
the seats are where they are. If there were to be a ball tomorrow, maybe some people would be moving up and some people would be moving down.
not musical chairs, then
But
got
not,
it.
yeah, it's not like you gain a status, you go, oh, sorry. Let me move a little closer to the
It's like
queen.
speed dating.
So yeah, so the you are where you are, but just note that status you can overhear and see things that cause people to either go up or down.
Stressful.
Very much so. After you all take your seats, the dishes begin to arrive immediately and come in an unending stream, each announced by a herald or servant. First, a bell soup, a snowflake soup, and a sparkling stew called goblin stew. Surely there is no goblin in it,
My
or,
immediate thought.
or is there? Do you choose the stew or one of the soups?
Prudence wants to eat the snowflake soup.
Okay. Go ahead and put that in the chat so that way I have that down just in case.
You said bell soup, snowflake soup, and goblin stew?
Goblin stew. Okay. So Prudence orders or requests the snowflake soup delivered immediately. Leofston
Wow.
orders the snowflake soup, and Poppy orders the bell soup. The snowflake soup is a bowl of water, and the bell soup is a broth with a silver bell, and the soup is almost like if they were like shaky with the bowl, it would have started to absorb into the wooden handle, but it hadn't yet. But the silver bell is in there, and it smells like bones.
Probably
Appetizing.
fine.
You notice
I don't. I'm okay.
you notice other people ordering all various things, uh, and this, as a good indicator, is how the rest of the evening is going to go. Since you ordered the snowflake and the bell soup, you all suffer a -1 to status.
That's so fucking funny. I'm delighted. I'm also mad, but I'm delighted.
Such a slight.
I
You
just
get
earned
a
that
bowl
one
of
though.
water. Of course, snowflake soup would be a bowl of water.
I just thought they were more creative.
I just liked the sound of bell soup because I was like, oh, bell, and then like Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell's a fairy, and Poppy's a fairy, so I should grab the bell soup.
You do notice that there is a menu occasionally placed around the table.
I would like to look at it.
Would you like to peruse the menu?
Sure.
See what you're getting yourselves into?
Hmm.
Well, let me go ahead and make this a little less antified for you. Can't have that.
Thank you.
Not on this eve.
I'm an old lady. I squint when I look at my screen.
If you don't have access to the Discord chat, I will read it the beginning to you. Um, a repast to celebrate the arrival of guests at the winter halls of Her Celestial and Royal Majesty Sarastra Aestrum, Queen of Night and Magic, Duchess of the Heavens, Countess of Thorn, Mistress of Air and Darkness, Lady of the Summer Palace, and Bride of Shadows. The seating and musical divertisement is seeds and flower bouquets. First course, bells, flakes, and sparks, is either bell soup, snowflake soup, or sparkling goblin stew. The arrival of the royal presence, the all rise proclamation, and a toast of either queen's wine, king's cordial, or prince's ale. The second course is Fire and Snort, a wild boar reduction over golden lamb stuffed with firebird eggs, fresh lamb, lamprey pie with galantine sauce of cinnamon and sugar, and stone goblets of fire wine. The interlude is 3 dances for fire, tears, and veils. The third course is Birds of the Air, raven's pie with archery, stork legs and sparrow's tongues, beet foam, apple dots and hatchling eggs, silver goblets of cloudberry liquor. The fourth course is the Underworld, cocooned badger a la drow with fish sauce, memorial beef, varied mushroom accompaniments, root vegetables, golden goblets of skull wine, jewels and speech.
Hypothetically, it seems like you could just drink for every course
Just
and you
get
could just
wasted.
booze it up.
You could very well could. The fifth course is the Swan Thieves, the silver swans and their lunar jewels, shaved goose eggs with saffron crust, flying swan with falling crowns, spun glass goblets of gooseberry wine. For dessert, there's candied roses, smoked puff pastry with gold center, castle pastry with inhabitants and orchards, chocolate egg, and spun glass goblets of iced cinnamon pear wine. And then the royal presence retires. There's dances and music until dawn, orange punch with children's tears, and ginger beer with bloodshot.
Children's tears.
So, as you finish the course, the dishes float away, carried by invisible hands. Goblins and animal-headed servants step forward with pitchers of liquid, perhaps wine or water. To each person who has ordered the uh oh, uh you all are offered wine. Not wine, sorry. You get stuck with the prince's ale. For those who did order the stew, they have their choice between queen's wine, king's cordial, or the prince's ale. Now, before we get to the drinks and the toast, both of you did rather well on your investigation and persuasion, did you not?
Sure seems like it.
I suppose so.
I reckon. So let's go ahead and roll with some rumors and scuttlebutt.
Scuttlebutt.
I love scuttlebutt. Let's
I
go.
love scuttlebutt.
So you both rolled really well. So I will give you the opportunity to roll once each on the 2 highest tables of gossip.
Oh wow, thank you.
You're quite welcome.
What shall I roll, DM?
I do detect a hint of queen in that. I will need you to roll. This is going to be something that's going to be really hard to roll in Fantasy Grounds.
Okay.
So go ahead and pull up Google. Yep. You're going to need to roll a D40.
Yeah.
1D40.
I have gotten a 39.
Jiminy criminy.
All right. And
We
what
got
was
some
your, and
killer
what's your
rolls
second
tonight.
roll for a D40?
Oh, another roll? Okay.
Yep.
I'm taking picture proof. 1 second.
I trust you.
Do you? I wouldn't trust me.
I don't.
Second one is a 24.
Okay. Poppy.
Okay, the first one that I got is a 29.
Nice.
No
Okay.
worries.
This gives you guys so far 3 separate rumors that you'll be able to know.
Oh, lucky us.
And then the second one that I got is an 18.
18.
Four
Okay.
rumors.
4 rumors. First up, Poppy.
Yeah.
Some, you know, from one of your neighbors, they mention a discussion revolves around the Firebird, and you overhear that one of them say, y- I believe that the Queen sets the Firebird free each time it's brought to her on purpose." But of course, it's just a rumor. And Prudence, you end up overhearing over a sort of almost heated discussion, which is probably why it catches your ear, because you're like, action.
See,
The
please, I'm
queen,
so bold.
the queen sorrows over the king's wrath and his growing bloodlust, which makes him dangerous to the entire court. She's starting to let the king go and perhaps consider a replacement. Mm.
Oh my.
Oh my. In fact, there is actually somebody at nearby that you overhear say, "Oh my."
George, is that you?
Yes. Next up is the 18 on the higher table. Oh, well, I used to be a queen's advisor, and you know, among the queen's closest advisors, we have a fashion secret. There's a fashion for wearing dried lavender tied to the left ankle. How dare
It's
you?
really strange.
Hmm.
I like that Poppy got the fashion secret.
Yeah. And
I need to
Prudence.
tell Heather about this.
Ooh. Oh, you get half of one, and it's the second half. Oh boy. Okay.
Need to piece things together.
The topic of lovers comes up, and you can't catch the first part of this conversation, but you catch the second part. Oh, well, honestly, the king turns a blind eye to the affair because he fears he could not win a duel with the court's fearsome archmage and swordsman. Fearsome archmage and swordsman.
Ooh, scandal.
This stew is delicious. Why didn't you get the stew? Oh, it's fine. Oh, don't fall out of your chair, Prudence.
Sorry.
Mm,
That rumor
I want
sent me flying.
I do want to mention that you sit down and you realize everyone is speaking common.
Well, at least I won't make a faux pas.
So this isn't a loss. There are some things that are spoken in Elvish,
Mhm.
and you managed to catch them, and I will let you know if you hear anything juicy in Elvish.
Oh, thank you.
That is probably meant to be like talking amongst without having the rabble listen in.
Is Prudence allowed to follow up on any of these rumors with
Um,
the people around the table?
I will
Or
say
is it ill advised?
it is possible after maybe the next couple of courses, you can either try to gather new rumors or you can follow up on existing ones.
Oh, fair. Fair enough. Can I take a pee break? Prudence
Sure,
has drank so much wine.
absolutely. Bathroom's over there. Actually, a goblin
We-
just stands there with like a ball jar and was like, "No kidding."
Is it an actual pee break?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Skylar,
Yeah.
if Poppy could dress up as something for Halloween, like a ghost or a witch or a vampire or a pumpkin or a bat, what would it be?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I
Oh
thought
no.
you said a boy. I was like, I can make that happen.
No, I need to consider this. You know what? I don't need to consider this very long. I think she'd dress up as a werewolf.
Oh fuck, I don't think that's an option. Hang on, let me see.
If not, let me know.
Best I can do is like vampire or mummy. Wait. Never mind, I got you.
Cool. She's like, oh well, Leofson's the werewolf king, so I'm gonna be a werewolf. Oh, very good. What you doing?
Playing
I
D&D.
I'm absolutely playing D&D. I found a cute pit crew
Nice.
and I'm goofing around with it. And I can make a very cute Tendy and Poppy, and so I will be doing that.
This is great.
Is it time? Oh, she's so round. Oh, she's perfectly round.
I have returned.
Hello. So we come back to the daunting decisions. You have realized you have chose poorly the stew, but perhaps not much of a choice that you can have. But you are offered the prince's ale. Um, so hold on. Night night, Bree girl. Let me see here. Actually, hold on a second. You guys did not technically decline the stew. You just only chose one thing. So you are offered all three to make a decision upon.
Oh, then I totally choose the stew, of course.
No, I mean, like,
Of the drinks.
of the drinks. The queen's wine, the king's cordial, or the prince's ale.
I think Poppy chooses the queen's wine.
Um, I kind of want to, I kind of want to do one of each and just to see what happens. Kelly, you want to take the next choice? You don't have to choose a different one. Just
I mean, Billy Austin would do ale.
okay. Then I will take the last one,
Before you
just out of curiosity.
before you lock in your final answers, because I have to take them in the chat. I will allow you to make perhaps a bit of a skills check to see what is going on with this. As you have kind of picked up, at least on the first one, every order, every course seems to have some sort of, beyond just simply consuming something status or otherwise related.
Okay.
So, I will offer you one of these three rolls each, if you so choose. If not, you just want to pick, you just want to roll the dice and go for the one you picked. That is also totally fine. If you have either nature or actually we'll say that I will look through your guys' stuff accordingly. Nature, perception, or insight.
Lee Austin will probably pick insight.
I'll pick perception.
I'll do nature.
Okay. And none of you have the particular kit proficiency for one of these, so we don't have to worry about that.
What's a kit proficiency?
Like the tool proficiencies, like you
Good
have
roll,
Oh.
Poppy.
herbalism's kit. Like
Yeah, I have an herbalism's kit.
Yeah, that's not
These were all your good rolls were going. They were saving it for this day, the most
Mhm.
important day.
Okay, 15.
okay.
Can I guidance myself? Am I allowed?
I mean,
You can at BG3.
You
Oh,
can't
I
beat
thought you
the
rolled a 26, not 15. My bad. But I got a
wait a
21.
second. Are you saying you rolled insight with advantage, got a 1 and a 1?
Poor baby.
That is too good.
Oh, I
So,
thought I got the 21. Fuck me.
so I just see perceptions. The only thing I've seen so far The perception is 21 from
Meowston
Prudence.
rolled insight for a 6, and Poppy rolled
Got it.
nature for
Okay.
a 15.
Okay. Nature, no dice. Perception,
Am I not allowed to roll?
you did.
No, guidance.
Yes.
You never answered.
Oh, the answer was you can't in BG3. Why not?
Okay, then I'm adding it.
Hell yeah.
There you
16.
go. Still no. Still no.
Dang it.
Good try.
Insight, you wish, Leofston. Prudence, you managed to beat the DC. DC 15. The Queen's wine is inky black with flecks of something luminous. The King's cordial shimmers like moonlight, and the Prince's ale is pale green like spring leaves.
I mean, those all sound rather lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So go ahead and lock in your answers in the chat.
yeah, again, I'll just take because none of them sound bad. So I'll take the cordial.
Okay, so one of each, it looks like.
Yeah, I want to know what happens.
Okay. Well, the good news is none of you declined. Poppy, we'll start with you. Your Queen's wine goes down fairly good. You feel as if perhaps if Tendy were to have drunk this, or even Leofston, it wouldn't quite be safe. But
Because they're not Fae?
because of your Fey heritage, you are able to drink it just fine.
Good.
It tastes delicious. I need you to roll 2d10 for me.
Okay. 2. A 9 and a 1.
You gain 10 temporary hit points.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Nice.
And let's see. Yes, okay. And you also gain +2 to your status.
Well
Yeah.
done, girl.
I should be keeping track of this.
Don't worry, I am.
Okay, never mind. I won't be then.
Let's see here. You have the King's Cordial Prudence.
Mhm.
It does taste fairly good. I will mention I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
In this episode of Prudence gets drunk and makes an ass of herself. Saving throw. Here we go. 21.
Nice.
Phew.
Oh my god, these rolls though.
The Tindy and the Poppy are so cute.
I have to be fancy, Tandy. I have to behave.
You do feel this is a very strong drink, but it's not the strength of the drink that you managed to shake off. You feel as if perhaps if you were not made of sterner stuff, you could have possibly become weak-kneed, faint, and whispers of something mad and angry and not understood to you uh, quickly fades from your head after you have imbibed this.
Oh my goodness. Does anybody else seem to be, if anybody took the king's cordial, do they seem to be suffering around me?
You notice that most of the Fae who have taken the King's Cordial are fine.
Mhm.
However, you do spot a human who is not nearly as constitute as you are. And they begin, or actually, the man next to you. Oh no, that's a Fey man. Never mind. Um, yeah, there's a human man that is there who is not having a great time. He actually ends up trying to excuse himself while visibly looking absolutely horrid, and ends up falling on the floor and begins to start kicking and throwing hands and feet. And some of the goblin servants have to basically hep, 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 and carry him away.
Oh shit.
Prudence covers her mouth with her hand. I can't believe I just drank that.
You are perfectly fine, but you do not gain any status.
Well, I didn't lose any.
Ah, beans.
Right. And then those who accept the prince's ale, you drink it, and you notice yourself gaining 1 status.
Oh.
Well done, me, Austin.
And you also notice
Oh.
the queen's attention on you briefly.
Wish that were me.
Poppy's sitting right next to him, and she's looking at Lee Austin.
You
Okasa, please notice me.
you notice that sitting nearby her is, of course, the Black Prince. And the look that when your eyes connect briefly, it is not a good look.
Uh-oh.
No longer wish it were me. I take it back. I got a good
Seems
hand.
like one of those looks where she's like,
Ooh.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Give me that look again.
oh, God, can I recreate it?
Look at me disdainfully.
The queen rises from her chair, and all grows silent. We greet our cousin, the River King, and his ambassadors, Lord Chlesfield and Lady Sorminx. We regret that young Lord Flax could not join us. We greet the fiery Lord Maruk, and return the greetings of his masters the Archdukes. And we welcome our visitors from our ancient lands and the lighted realms as well, led by Poppy Honeyblossom, or real quick, what is the actual name?
Glitter bloom.
Glitterbloom. Okay. Poppy, also known as Poppy Glitterbloom, one of my daughters, and everyone goes. You hear like someone in the back, maybe a servant, go, "Oh my god!" And but
Only
then
Prudence and Leofster are sitting there like, what?
I like
What?
to imagine that like Sen's like what? Or someone like
Just very
someone in our party.
distantly from the balcony. What?
the quick attention to you, Poppy, does and the oh my god quickly go back to the queen as she sort of seems a little perturbed at the behavior of the crowd. To the Shadow Realm and all who rule it.
I was just imagining like +1, +1, +1 over her head.
Everyone begins to drink of their drink once more.
Yeah.
He also takes a big drink.
Prudence does not finish hers. If she hadn't already downed it.
So I have to ask: are you after this toast? Are you not drinking?
How do I answer, guys?
You should probably take one more drink and then leave it.
Okay, I'll take one more drink and then leave it.
You gotta drink for a toast, man.
Okay, I drink for the toast. Excuse me, forget everything I said.
Now
I would
I
watch
know
to see what everyone else does the second time.
I know that Skylar said yeah, but I need verbal confirmation. Are you refusing to drink or are you drinking?
For me?
Poppy.
Skylar.
Oh, I'm drinking.
Okay. Very well. The second course follows. Arriving with fish, meats, and stranger things, servants bring in at least 20 dishes, So many it's impossible to see them all at one time or hear them announced. A wild boar reduction over lamb stuffed with firebird eggs and so forth. Your bowls and plates of blue glass are heaped high. Do you eat?
Yes.
Okay. I will mention the fact that Poppy's a vegetarian, but I guess she eats because she doesn't want to offend anyone.
-5 for vegetarian.
Poppy probably will feel sick later, but yeah, that's a later problem.
If it makes you feel any better, you look down the table at Prudence and you know that she also does not partake of meat, but with a very hesitant hand, she will grab the fork and look down at the plate as if it's a foe she must conquer.
Meanwhile, Leosin is going to fucking town on everything.
All right.
I have an important question.
Mhm.
Yes.
Are Prudence and Poppy making faces at each other or something?
Um,
I don't think it's I don't think Poppy's face is super readable. She's trying not to make it readable, but like at least to people that don't know her. But I think with both of us knowing that we're both vegetarians, just a look is kind of enough to get across.
I think if we're gonna be snotty to each other, it'd probably be when there's like some intermingling.
Oh,
So
is that what you meant? Like
probably not
bad
at the
looks?
moment.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I don't think Poppy's if Poppy does give her a look, it's just in the moment of like, oh no, we're both vegetarians and there's this meat
Mhm.
thing. It's like a worry thing. It's less of a I'm remembering that I have to be mean to you thing. It's like a is your stomach okay?
My tummy wummy.
Hot girls have stomach problems. Everyone knows this.
Yeah.
All right. So, in order to really kind of get a sense of the details of this menu that I posted earlier, you could be able to look into things a little more with an insight, nature, perception, or even possibly arcana or religion, depending on the dish. Could
Ooh.
be easier still to just check with one's neighbors.
Oh, I'd like to do that. I would like to talk to the antlered lady.
Okay. So let's go ahead over the second course. We have, just as we mentioned, the wild boar reduction over golden lamb stuffed with firebird eggs, fresh lamb, or lamprey pie with galantine sauce of cinnamon and sugar.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
I didn't catch your name.
Aladriel.
Aladriel. Is this your first ball?
Oh, of course not. I would feel much more naive to all of this.
Well, then you've got the right of it. It is my first ball.
Oh, wonderful.
She looks down like pointedly at her menu and she says, I've gathered everything you do here has some sort of effect on status.
Mm.
What are you ordering?
Mm. It's such a shame when those who come here for the first time immediately try to sniff out what exactly this ball is about and status. How droll and boring.
Oh, I did not mean to bore you, my good madame. I am simply full of curiosity.
Curiosity killed the cat. Cat killer.
And what's the end of that? Say
Oh,
the end of it. Say the end of it.
did you hiss at me?
Indeed, I did to thee.
Um,
Regardless, you clearly don't have refined taste, so you probably want to know what to order.
if you would be so kind, I suppose. I was just trying to make conversation. If
Roll
you
a
don't.
roll a persuasion check.
Okay, sure.
You have advantage since it's charisma based.
Thank you for reminding me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can I use inspiration?
Sure.
Will it not be with advantage with
It
inspiration?
would just be one more die.
Okay. Persuasion. Come on, Prudence. Oh, I
What did
don't
it
know
roll
why it
to?
rolled it twice. I don't know.
Oh.
Did you mark advantage again?
No, I clicked off of it.
Oh, it's because you have the advantage check charisma on anytime you roll critical
Oh
Q.
yeah,
So just
'cause of
roll a
me.
single d20, not the check itself. You don't have any modifiers to the check anyways, so it is a flat d20 roll for you.
Oh my god, I rolled out of the. What is happening? Okay, I got a 14.
Okay. And what was your question?
I think Prudence is trying to persuade her to take pity on the poor little tiefling beside her.
Okay. Well, you see that the hiss still stands,
Of course.
but
You can't take back a hiss.
she's looking between the menu and you, assuming that you probably have a question.
Sir, just off the top of my head, I've never heard of a lamprey.
You've never
That
heard
sounds
a lamprey?
no, it sounds fascinating. Is that a fey wild animal?
Well, of sorts, yes. Um, how to best be able to... It's a jawless fish with endless rows of teeth in a circular mouth.
Oh, how fascinating. She searches for the word.
Oh, it is indeed wonderful. You should catch them live. They're quite remarkable.
Are
It is
they in a
literally a tube with teeth.
ugh.
I will. Yeah, I
Um,
won't post a picture because I know you got that thing.
is it good though?
Well, a fish of all kind is good, yes.
That is true. I suppose.
It's not bad. I suppose it's a lot more tame compared to the wild boar reduction with the firebird eggs. Those end up giving me indigestion.
Oh, I wouldn't want that.
Well, heartburn is good sometimes. I will say though, the lamprey is not as the pie with the lamprey is not as bad. The galantine sauce is what really makes it delectable.
What is galantine? It sounds very gallant. She tries out a joke.
It's a bone-stuffed meat, usually poultry and fish, but in this particular case, they also include cinnamon and sugar.
It sounds very adventurous.
It literally looks like stained glass bologna.
She is going to be so fucking disappointed when this gets placed down in front of her. So, am I getting the vibe that she approves of this choice Prudence is making?
Yeah, she doesn't seem to have any sort of qualm or quarrel over it.
Okay.
In fact, I mean, everything gets served. Um, whether or not you eat it is your choice.
Oh, so it's like you
It-
get okay.
It's like on the table already. It's just whatever you grab to eat.
Yeah, it's like imagine like a charcuterie board. You get samples of each. Like there's a
Mm,
lot of courses. You're not eating a full like a full thing with the lamprey pie with the galantine sauce. Like maybe like you see on those Ramsay cooking shows where it's like literally the size of like a couple of like tickets from a raffle and
mm.
glazed in sauce and it's raw, bloody raw.
Is Prudence able to like kind of like curiously look around and see what other people are doing as well?
People are partaking in all of it. You notice though that the fresh lamb, someone a couple seats down, and you and Poppy and Lee Austin, you notice this as well. Um, the fresh lamb is cut from a live animal.
Oh
It
my
is
god.
fresh.
I thought that would be the case.
Oh, that's brutal.
So, But yeah. So is there anything of the second course that any of you do not eat?
Prudence can't do the fresh lamb. She cannot.
Yeah, I don't do the fresh lamb.
In fact, I think the poor thing would probably go pale at the screaming of the lamb.
Roll me a wisdom check.
Sure, I'd love to.
While she's doing that, Lee also needs everything.
You fucking barbarian.
He's
Okay.
actually a fighter, not a barbarian.
I think it's a little tough, but you because it's not properly cooked. No,
Word in,
you were
Clausen.
able to at least hold your composure and not scream in a way that would be just bad.
Poppy's like, I've heard mushrooms scream. This is fine.
Her hands are like clasped together underneath the table, shaking.
The wild boar reduction is a soup essentially that has a golden lamb, a golden cooked lamb, and then that is stuffed with these firebird eggs, and they are spicy, but
Prudence can handle spicy. She's a tiefling.
they are delicious. It is probably one of the best things you've had in a long time. Any
Katie,
of you.
me clasping your hand like that me tiefling solidarity for eggs.
Same hat, same hat.
And of course, the stone goblet of fire wine. The coolness of the stone goblet offsets the bite of the fire wine. But imagine if Fireball made a wine.
Oh
Nothing.
hell yeah, I love Fireball.
Yeah.
Oh, is it like an actual drink? I thought you meant Fireball the spell. I was like, okay.
No.
Fireball is a cinnamon liqueur. It's very tasty.
Okay. That makes it sound better than
I chugged one
Fireball.
during a moment of heartbreak when I was 18 years old.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh my. Let's see if I can find a fitting song for this. Oh, that's literally, I just looked at that. These are all bard cores, not the actual. Come on.
Come on.
Type in bard dancing. It's like, oh, you mean Baldur's Gate 3? And I'm like, yeah, yes, but no. Okay, you know what? I got it. It's all good.
Do you?
Yeah. So after this and after the dances, you can either follow up on a rumor or get a new one, and only one.
Wait, what dance?
We
Dance at the
Dance
end.
at the end.
There are 3 dances, and then
as the wine comes out, the stone goblet of fire wine, the hall grows silent, except for the roar of the fireplace. And then a male elf steps out of the fireplace, wreathed in flame.
Oh.
The ladies of the court applaud and shout, "Hargos! Hargos!" as he dances, leaping among the tables and leaving puffs of purple smoke each time he lands. The dance itself ends with a final puff of smoke as he stands beside one of the ladies in waiting, and then he is gone. And there's a round of applause. You notice, all of you at the tables, that most of the lords themselves view him with a bit of suspicion.
Suspicion.
That makes me more interested, though.
He does seem to stop in front of Poppy and Prudence for a little moment of time, and seems to do a very acrobatic backflip with the warmth of the cape almost touching the tablecloth itself, but it doesn't seem to catch fire.
Is this the courtier from the place earlier?
Shirtless and just a flame cloak. Yep, he's the courtier.
Oh, okay. I remember him because his coat sounded cool.
Mm-hmm.
I have to talk to him.
What's his name again?
Hargos.
I thought you said Carlos.
this is
Like-
this is this is Mora. This is Mariah. This is Carlos.
I've been listening to Welcome to Nightville. That's probably why.
Can
Hello.
you imagine Carlos?
Hello, me llamo Carlos.
Hola,
No,
Carlos.
you notice that from the talk from everyone around that it is his name is Hargos Enderon, and he is the flame cloak consort from not from this court, but he is from a different he's not he's not from around here.
Probably the summer court, if I had to guess.
Perhaps.
You're not from around here. We have so much in common.
Uh so let me see here. The music itself plays quietly for a while and then steadily builds, and a second dancer appears in a cloud of mist,
Oh.
bringing a quick shower of raindrops that soak the lower tables.
Oh God, I hate getting wet.
The dancer is Mora Moonwater, the rain-cloaked, a
Oh,
stunning
it's your girlfriend.
stunning shadow fae woman wearing a cloak of liquid water. The cloak swirls and disappears into fog, and she dances in a watery garment of blue silk meshed with pearls, solid raindrops, and shimmering mithril scales.
Ooh.
She moves as smoothly as a stream, her hips swaying like a tide, and her dance seems to be directed at every man in the room. When the music stops, one of the elf visitors bows and presents a pink lily to her.
Hmm.
She smiles, but takes her seat elsewhere.
Oh, get wrecked.
Oh, get
Ooh,
fucked.
dang.
How embarrassing.
I will allow
Imagine.
I will allow you all down here and Sin the ability to make either an insight check or an investigation check.
Damn it.
Okay.
I'm rolling insight.
I would probably say Tendi could lend an aid and give
Yeah.
Sin advantage.
I give advantage to Sin.
Bro, what is going on? I'm rolling so good tonight. Good job, Sin.
Meanwhile, Lee Austin over here is just like, I came for the food. I don't know what y'all.
I
More,
was told
my
I
more
couldn't-
man.
food, more drink.
I was told I could not look at other women.
They, they said
I come-
this was all you could eat buffet. All right. Who rolled insight?
I did.
I did.
I did.
I did.
Oh, you all three rolled insight. None of you rolled
And-
investigation. Okay.
My investigation's +0. My insight's +2.
I
have
can
an
roll
advantage.
My
investigation,
chances.
but I rolled so
Who
high.
knows? Maybe investigation was a lower DC. In which case, I will unveil a little bit of information. The insight check was DC 17, so congratulations
I
to
got a 16.
everyone but Poppy.
Cries.
And then the investigation check was a DC 15.
Can I roll investigation?
Sure, I'll let you roll it.
Really?
Why not?
Can I roll?
Why am I scared?
The voice that you're doing is making me nervous.
Poppy, do you want to roll investigation?
I
Not
feel like if I was a
anymore.
DM, I'd be like Jordan. Just like, sure, you can roll. I mean nothing by it. I just want to fuck with you.
Okay. Well, for those who got it, and Lee Austin, you could probably. Well, no, you didn't get it. Oh. This courtesan seems eager to make an impression, but she's also quite sad.
Oh.
Is it because Sin isn't down there?
I don't know. Who knows?
Tried to impress the wrong girl, I guess.
All right, let's see
My
here.
cat smells weird. I just want everybody to know that. Why do you smell weird?
That's really good to know.
That's a great question.
She's sniffing me back.
Evie has Cheeto feet, apparently.
Cheeto feet.
Yep, that's what
Maya
their
s-
bacteria smells like.
Maya, sniff Pippa. She smells weird.
I'm not doing that.
No, she smells weird. Why do you smell weird? What did you get into?
There seems to be a very awkward pause as there was supposedly 3 dancers, but the third doesn't seem to have been making an appearance just yet so quickly after the other 2.
Murderous mystery.
Tendy wants to dance so bad.
Roll
Prudence looks under the table. There's a body.
roll a either for those in the part at a table, a perception or persuasion check.
Persuasion. I'm gonna go perception again.
Persuasion. What the fuck?
Oh, finally a low roll. Good job, Poppy.
Thank you.
Persuasion's what I've got.
Hey,
Ooh, good job, Lee Austin.
I finally
proud of you.
realized.
I
Okay.
was about to say, where the hell is Hosh?
Oh wait, why am I doing investigation? It's perception.
Where is Hosh? Good question.
Josh is sitting to my left.
Hosh is a couple seats to Poppy's left,
Lower than Poppy or higher?
higher.
Oh, are you
Oh.
slighted, Poppy?
No, I don't care.
Well, that
I'd be
sucks. I would
slighted.
have taken the roll
Prudence
that I
is
got
slighted.
plus the 3.
He's
Meh,
so
meh.
far up. She could be sitting up there next to Lee
Honestly,
Austin.
Poppy is proud.
So,
Aw.
It's like,
all
good
right.
job, bud. He was so
Perception,
worried
perception,
about
perception. Nice rolls, guys. I mean, that's an okay roll, Prudence, but we'll take it.
Look, I just got rained on by
yeah,
a sad woman.
Yeah, it's a little harder for you to see, but Poppy Lee Austin, you certainly see this because you're closer to the action. The Black Prince seems to be a little perturbed and turns to Hosh
Oh.
Oh fuck.
and
Oh, it's the Veil Lady.
and asks for him to go fetch her.
No, it's Hosh's girlfriend.
Hosh
Yeah.
then leaves for a brief moment. During this time, you can follow up on a rumor or you can find out a new one.
Prudence shakes her head, trying to warn him.
Can Lee Austin try to get a rumor this time?
Oh, you gonna play, babes?
I want to
Yee!
get a room.
Hell yeah, your tummy's all full. You're ready to chat.
it. That's all he needed. He needed fresh lamb.
He's a growing boy.
He's in his 60s. He's not growing anymore.
I know he's growing.
Oh no,
Get bigger.
he's growing.
My God.
Yuck.
All right.
I
Where's
didn't mean
the
it
I'm
that
too
way.
asexual
Y'all
for this?
nasty. It's because he's getting more muscular. Come on.
Yeah,
Got straight
he's-
from his dad.
yeah.
Get your head out of the gutter.
Jesus, guys, why would you think I would even talk that way?
Come on. You guys.
Prudence wants to follow up on the rumor the Queen's sorrow over the King's bloodlust. The Queen's sorrows over the King's bloodlust and is considering a replacement.
Oh. No, we're not playing this song. I'm sorry. It's why are you the way that you
It's
are?
because Hosh is out in the hallway trying to
Mhm.
calm down his girlfriend.
I suppose that's right. Okay, let's go back to the gossip. Oh my. You do your thing, Hosh. It's fine. We'll come back to you. So yours was the Queen's Sorrows. Okay. You find somebody who nearby that is willing to entertain your follow-up. What were you saying? I'm sorry. It's so loud in here with all of this non-dancing going on.
Oh yes, it's rather old, isn't it? It seems the program said there'd
Okay,
be
your
a
talk is
third.
boring me. Get to the
Oh,
point.
sorry. The Queen sovereign over the King. He has bloodlust over what?
Oh, well, don't you know he's dangerous?
He's dangerous. I did not know
Oh,
that.
well, why do you think he's not here? Isn't that peculiar to have a celebration without a king?
Prudence looks up towards the front and she kind of like overly dramatically is like, "Oh my God, you're right. He isn't here."
Yes, hold on. I'm missing the proper utensil for this. Yes, it is quite weird indeed. I mean, this is not the first time he has not been here, but I don't think he's fit to rule anymore. And I'm sure that there are people pining for a replacement. I simply couldn't do it. It's too much.
Skylar's gone.
Oh, you could not be a king?
Bye, Skylar.
Who does their nails like that at a dinner table at a fancy party?
This guy.
This guy.
Embarrassing.
And then and you notice that he also he goes, oh, you know what? I'm probably not gonna have any more soup, and he takes his spoon and eats it.
The whole spoon.
Mhm.
Prudence tries not to balk at that. I mean, she's kind of impressed, but at the same time, it's like, wow, you just kind of ate that whole ass spoon, didn't you, guy?
It's not silverware. You look down and you see that besides the stone goblet, the plates, the silverware,
They're biodegradable?
all of it's edible.
Oh, that's so fun.
That is so good for the environment.
Oh, I agree. Some people would scoff and be like, "Hey, Reynold, why would you file your nails at a event like this?" But honestly, one can't goss without being able to look like they're doing something they shouldn't be. Am I right?
She laughs. Of course, of course.
Yes, but I couldn't simply be a king. It's too much work. Plus, of
Oh,
course, whoever the king is might go mad, and I wouldn't want that.
I did hear that the king had gone mad, but I thought it was just one of those flighty rumors. It seemed so mystical to be true.
Well, yes, and I saw you down the king's cauldron. I'm surprised you haven't gone mad yourself, or perhaps when you're mad, you are able to tolerate conversation with the Fae. Explain yourself, witch.
Excuse me? I am no witch. I am a tiefling, and a monk at that.
And a courtesan, so I hear. Why aren't you dancing?
I am not a courtesan. It is a bold-faced lie, a rumor that was spread.
Well, are you capable of dancing?
What would I need to know if I was capable of dancing?
Acrobatics.
Of course I'm capable of dancing. I'm a monk.
Well, clearly there's a hole provided. We were supposed to have a third performance of Veils, but she's nowhere to be found, and I'm getting bored.
You know, I'd be willing to dance for you. For a status.
Hmm. This is your first dinner, is it not?
Yes, is it that obvious?
Oh, so eager for status. We must get status. We have to talk to the Queenie. She's not that all in a bag of chopped up, finely prepared, fried potato coins.
She's rather beautiful, though.
Oh, she's pretty. Do you see me trying to gain? I can see her from here. I can look upon her whenever I wish. So she's.
Perhaps it's all sort of old news to you, but I still have a bit of wonder and wanderlust in my eyes and in my spirit.
Oh, well, when you end up the wrong side of the Fey Courts for something you probably didn't even expect, you'll either do one of two things: go insane or blame the dungeon master for picking on you.
Definitely the latter. He tends to do that.
Yes, but
It's the
he
only way he
also
can
is
get
quite
back at
pretty, is
me.
he not? See,
Oh
that
my god,
excuse
he's
doesn't.
so cute.
See, that
Like,
excuse doesn't work. It doesn't work. No. Flattery will get you everywhere, darling. Anyways, I believe I have fixed my chipped nail. But no, I suppose whoever she's consorting with, she might want to make as a replacement, and I'm sure there's plenty of ambitious folk. I mean, think about it. If you are king, you rule half the time.
on they have. Oh, that's right. The queen has been on her throne for much longer than usual, right? Is
Yes,
is
because the
there
king is mad.
right, right. Why is it that they switch out so often? Is it to
Mm,
please their courts?
mm, oh, I don't know if it's just. Do all tieflings have a voice so grating after a few minutes? Or is it just
I
yours?
suppose it's just mine. She
Oh,
smiles.
perhaps we give my ears a rest then.
All right, that sounds great.
Oh, whispering does it worse.
This douchebag.
Alright. So you learn a little bit more about the king and him not being here and someone possibly trying to elbow themselves in as a replacement. Poppy, Leofton, you wish to know a new rumor, or well, Leofton, we know what yours would be, getting a new rumor. But would you like to follow up on a previous rumor, Poppy?
I would like to learn a new one.
A new one. Well, then we shall consult the sages.
Can Leofton go first, though? I am in the middle of doing something real quick.
Of course, I am everything, including being generous. Leofton,
Yes.
roll me a d40, bub.
Going to the internet.
Don't go there. It's unsafe.
It's not safe there.
I
Oh
heard,
no,
I heard it's
I
for
have seen
porn.
things.
Leoston, no. I promise there's no hot singles in your area.
But
How
it
do I
says
roll?
it right here.
I see it. It's in words. This is common. No. How do I roll a 40 in particular?
So I just typically go to Google and say roll 1d40, and some site will be
Mhm.
like roll any die, and you can put in the number.
Mhm. That's what I did.
I thought Google would actually do it.
No, you had to click on the first website.
Yeah. It's just a random number generator, is all it is.
I got a 10
Ooh,
Oh. Oh my.
nice
and
even number.
and a 37.
Oh, you went ahead and rolled twice.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Forgive me.
You're fine.
Forgive. And
I won't.
You're
I'll
fine.
never forgive you.
A 10, you say?
a
Oh.
10, I said.
Oh my.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, soldiers.
You end up overhearing, speaking of the Moonlit King, because I think maybe everyone's kind of at this point in this weird lull between dances. You hear someone go, "The Moonlit King assassinates all who dare visit his wife, the Queen. Dozens of mortals have been slaughtered in his name."
The Austin is doing his best not to like act like he heard it, but he looks at Poppy pointedly. Not to like get her attention, but just like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh,
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
There's SpaghettiOs here? Where?
You don't want them. Trust me.
You know what, Leofton? What was your second roll? You said 34?
37.
37.
Yeah. Do I have good ears?
You know what?
You're perfect.
I'll give
Come
you good ears.
Thanks.
You also hear the following, also regarding the king. The king is quite mad in his winter season and is only exiled as long as his madness remains. These periods have grown longer and longer. I know. Oh my god.
It's making me think of the Dracula performance. Oh my god.
Oh no. The king's quite mad in his winter season. That's what you learn.
Fall to pieces when I go into my winter season.
All right, Poppy, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, so you're getting one rumor, high or low.
What do you mean? Do I say
There's
one of them?
two. Yes.
A high.
Okay. Roll me a d40.
13.
13. Okay, we don't have this one either. Yes, I've heard similar. The king always consults with the queen for all decisions.
Seems like a lie, but okay.
Well, that's what I've heard. You know, rumors. And you do see, after this brief respite, not only Hosh making it back, but also the Ulara, the courtesan that was on his arm previously. A brazier. I can't believe I fucking did that. A
I'm so
brazier.
proud.
A brazier ignites in the center of the hall. The flames roar and smoke fills the air. This Shadow Fae maiden, dressed in gray veils of smoke, dances into the hall, cinders falling from her black hair, her golden eyes shining. Her bare feet scatter the coals of the brazier, and the smoke slowly starts to fade. Her breasts and her hips shake and push waves of rippling heat outward as the courtiers ring their glass goblets, shouting, Ulara! Ulara! The light of the brazier pulses like a heartbeat, and the smoke veils the eyes of some of you. All of you can roll these checks if you wish. Either an arcana, actually it's just an arcana check, but varying DCs.
Okay.
Maya.
It's fine. We all do goofy things sometimes.
Why do I always roll a 1 on the d4? There are like 3 other numbers.
That dice doesn't know that.
Hell yeah!
Let's
Bro.
fucking go.
Big
Um,
old goose
You
egg,
can only
gang.
roll 1.
I have
as,
never seen a 0.
as a godlike being, I would like to roll that again, please.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. It's because I have a -1 to my arcana. Excellent.
Well done. Hey, we got the same roll,
Same roll.
All right.
sort of.
Tendi,
Mm.
you notice amidst the veils of smoke, you can hear and notice the Black Prince seems to shout the loudest, and the eyes of the ambassador Lord Maruk devour the dancer.
Ooh. She does sound kind of hot.
Can you spell her name for me?
Ulara?
Ulara. Is it U
L.
L L A R A?
No, one L. But otherwise,
Son of a bitch.
so close.
Someday.
Oh, Lara, more like Allura.
And
Oh, fucking got him.
I'll give you this, since you're the only person who made the Arcana check. You haven't seen this in a long time, but you kind of remember there being similar dances to this. This is a form of pyrohypnosis.
Oh.
Hypnosis, am I
Interesting.
Breast gnosis, am I right?
right?
Those hips do not lie. No,
No, they do, and they put you to sleep. It's
they
weird.
they do. And with that, she begins her dance around the room in a very small area. All of you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Natural 20.
Wow.
Got a 20.
I'm super.
It's the asexual in me.
Yay!
Ooh,
Whoa.
we cannot be alert.
My
Yeah.
goodness.
Tandy is impressed with the fire, but bored with the rest.
Those are some pretty good rolls, gang. Sin,
Yes.
you cannot help but be charmed by her presence. You see her as a dear friend and the object of a massive crush.
Oh.
Hold on, I need to make a quick check myself for good old Hosh boy.
She can have all my gold.
You're
Forget
gonna say
Mora.
tea.
This shit again, huh?
Good job, Hosh. Good job, boy. Uh, what form, being up in the balcony, what form does your admiration for her take? You wish to gain her attention as much as possible.
Okay. Sin will. His appendages come out, and he's trying to get her attention by waving
Yeah, his
her down.
appendages come out.
Ew.
Yeah, he's waving her down. He's got like the full gambit. Like his wasp become fireflies, and it's making a giant fuss.
He's peacocking. All right. He you see her briefly catch your eye and give you a little as she finishes her dancing around. She does walk up to Hosh and kisses him.
Oh, like full smack dab on the lips, like dipping him in his chair, kisses him,
Like, oh Lord, kisses him.
tongue and
sweat.
Cindy
everything.
kills Hosh.
Sin kills Hosh. Time for a new DMPC
I
gang.
need to roll up a new character.
Bring Kush to the party.
Can I? Okay, never mind, because apparently, never mind.
All of you at the tables
Mhm.
notice that you knew that this was Hosh's date, so to speak. And so you probably kept an eye on him throughout the dance as you managed to shake off the wooing of her seductive dance. And Hosh seems to be right there with you until he is kissed in front of everybody. And he seems to kind of go from like the stoic, smartass you've always known Hosh to be to a bit more of like,
Aww.
and you,
Like him better this way.
yeah, there, yeah, mm-hmm.
And love against his will?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you all hear some a little bit of you do note some hints of giggling or laughter over the whole charade of it, but you also notice that there is some pretty upset people at this predicament. um oh my god, he's gonna make a couple more of these. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Prudence looks
That's not.
up at Poppy or Tendi, and she points to her temple.
Tendi points at Prudence, and in Prudence's head goes, "Hello."
I think this is where she embarrasses him. What do we do?
Hosh says Hosh is okay with being embarrassed.
He's okay with being embarrassed. I mean, it's not like I care.
No, Tendi does not care.
I don't care at all, not even a
No.
little bit.
Mm.
So we're just gonna let him get embarrassed then.
Tendi doesn't know what Tendi could do.
Hmm. A moment.
Tendi points a little bit past Prudence to Hosh, and in Hosh said, "You okay?"
Mm-hmm.
Points slowly back to Prudence.
Hosh is fine.
I don't know if you could tell from here, but I think he's under some sort of spell.
And he points back to Hush. Are you under spell?
Mhm.
You're joking, but Tendi points to Hosh
And goes, is Hosh under spell? Is Hosh okay?
Hosh replies back, "No, I feel like she almost got me, but I think I managed to survive."
So smart.
points back to Prudence.
No, Hosh is fine.
She looks over. Does he seem like he's okay? Tendi, he's lying to you. What?
Is he lying to me?
No.
Hosh might just be pretending.
Oh. I can't really read him very well. That's
Tendi sounding very smug.
Tendi can know when Hosh is lying.
Of course you do, my little bard. Of course you do.
Clearly, I know Haas so well.
Hush and I are like best friends.
Everyone claps as the dance finishes, and Utlara ends up making her way seated next to Hosh. And that's when you realize that Poppy, Hosh is a couple seats down from you.
Mhm.
Then it's Hosh, Ulara, and the Black Prince.
Oh,
She is seated
Oh
between the
no.
two of them.
Oh no, he was looking.
oh,
He
this is
was
gonna
cheering
be
the loudest.
so
Oh
juicy.
no.
Oh, I'm so ready.
I'm living for the drama, but my god. Poppy's like, can I switch seats with you? Justin.
No.
In a moment, I'm almost done with all the food in front of me. then I'll move on to yours.
You know what? Never mind. I changed my mind. It's
Then
fine.
there's a ting, 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 and the third course comes out. The birds of the air. You are all served raven's pie with archery. You are also given 1 arrow and 1 short bow. Stork legs and sparrow's tongues, beet foam, apple darts, and hatching eggs. Silver goblets, of cloudberry liquor. So, are there any of these that you do not wish to partake in?
The Austin eats all.
Can I roll some sort of
Yeah.
like nature or medicine check to see if any of
Religion?
this will kill me?
Sure. So nature is a possible check. It would be a DC 19.
Oh,
Are they serving anything in the 2 seats, like peanuts or hot dogs?
Nope. You got
No.
water for the toast. That's about all you got.
I got a 21.
Got a 17.
Okay. Okay. Prudence. What are you wanting to find out?
I think she's most worried about the stork leg and sparrow's tongues.
There's nothing seemingly wrong with stork legs and the sparrow's tongues. However, I will give you information on the raven's pie.
Okay. Got to put my thumb in it.
Is it actually 4 and 20 ravens baked in a pie?
It's possible.
Did we just make the same joke?
You see that everyone hasn't dug into their has not dug into their pie. They begin knocking their arrows and beginning to look around the room in anticipation.
Oh, Prudence will do the same.
I will give you advantage on your ranged attack for this.
Ooh.
For everyone else, you can roll for Leofston and Poppy, you can roll a ranged attack. Just so you know, that is your if you're proficient in a short bow, then it is a d20 plus your dex plus your proficiency.
Let me.
How do I know if I'm skills?
Simple
It's under
Abilities.
abilities, and it would be common weapons.
Simple weapons and short swords.
So is a short bow a simple weapon?
Let me check.
I'll let you look that up first, but I have my answer too.
Simple ranged weapon, short bow.
Yep.
So I'm proficient, so I roll a d20 plus
Dex
my dex
plus your proficiency.
plus my proficiency. Maya, help me.
Your proficiency is plus 3.
Okay, how about I just start one at a time? D20.
Why'd you roll at advantage? Oh yeah, never mind.
D20 plus dex, which is
3
3
plus 3 for
plus
proficiency.
3.
You got a 14.
Okay.
14.
Yay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you
Sorry,
want
when
to type
there's
four-
sorry, go ahead.
The
Do you want to type 14 in the chat
Oh,
so that people know just in case? Okay.
Leofson's proficient in martial and simple.
Yeah, you have proficiency then.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my inspiration
Okay.
I don't want to make a fool of myself here.
Oh, good
Ooh,
example.
nice.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
23.
Nice.
Go ahead and type that in. All right, fighter boy.
I'm looking for my proficiency bonus. Is it also +3?
Mhm.
Okay. Hell yeah!
That's my man.
Congratulations, you all succeeded against the AC 14. And you all managed to, out of the 4 and 20 blackbirds that were baked into these pies, you managed to all hit one of them and gain a +1 increase to your status.
20,
Hey,
here we go.
20, 16, 22. Oh, did Hosh do it? Let's see. I don't know if Hosh is proficient in. Oh, no, he's simple weapons. Okay. Too bad he can't use his magical hex hand crossbow. So that is going to be 3,
I mean,
3,
he
D20
could.
plus D20 plus 6. Oh, just barely. Oh
Yeah.
God. Okay. Well done. All right. And the rest of the food itself, the stork legs and sparrow's tongues, the beet foam, apple darts, and hatching eggs, and the silver goblets of cloudberry liquor. The cloudberry you would think would be the best, as there is a smooth and like you cannot see through it. It's like a milky reddish blue, so a kind of mixture of it looks lavender.
Is this
Um,
the berries that Prudence was told about that she promised to send?
Cloudberries.
Could I sneak some into my canteen?
Ooh. Give me a sleight of hand with advantage, seeing as how everyone is digging in and not particularly too chatty.
That's a little low.
Okay. You managed to pour it in there.
Yeah, this is for you, Sin.
You don't know if anyone saw you, but you definitely managed to pour it in. All right. Before we move to the fourth course, the underworld, we have reached a point in the evening where I know you're having a load of fun, but we must conclude for the evening.
No, I don't want to.
I'm sorry. That is just the way it goes. This fleeting fun can be returned to next week when we return for the second half, the fourth course, fifth course, and dessert.
These nuts.
Yes. Uh, in our Swan Festival of Midgard.